Now sum number 3 of the third sum of sum number 1. Now we have to find out the sum of 30 natural numbers, and the options are given 464, 465, 462 and 461. So what are the natural numbers? 1, 2, 3 and so on till 30. So A is equal to 1, that is first term is equal to 1, last term is equal to 30, and we have to find out the sum of 30 natural numbers. So n is equal to 30 and s 30 we have to find out. Now here we know the first and the last term, so we will use that formula, n upon 2 first term. You can use the other formula also, but this will be more convenient if you know the first and the last term. So that is S30 is equal to 30 upon 2 into first term is what? 1 and the last term is what? 30. This will go in 15 table. So that's equal to 15 into 31. So that's equal to 465. So 465 is the correct answer. So answer is what? B, 465. Now see the eighth sum number 8 of eighth sum of sum number 1. We have to find out the sum of first 5 multiples of 3. So 3 multiples of 3 we have to find out. Only 5 of them, that is 3, 6, 9, 12 and 50. Only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only we are required. It is required over here. A is equal to 45, B is equal to 55, C is equal to 15 and D is equal to 75. Over here A is equal to what? 3. Last term is equal to what? Is equal to 15. N is equal to 5 because we have to find out the sum of first 5 multiples, and S5 we have to find out. Here also we know first and the last term, so n upon 2 into first term plus last term, that's equal to S5 is equal to 5 upon 2 into first term is what? 3 and the last term is what? 15. So that is equal to 5 upon 2 into 18. 9s are, so the answer is what? 45. So S5 is equal to 45. So the right answer is what? Answer A, that is 45. Now the ninth sum of sum number 1. The 15, 10, 5 are the sequence in an AP. Sum of the first 10 terms we have to find out. Options are minus 75, minus 125, 75 and 125. Over here A is equal to 15, D is equal to 10 minus 15, that's equal to minus 5, N is equal to 10 and S10 we have to find out. The formula is what? Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So S10 is equal to how much? 10 upon 2 into 2 into 15 plus 10 minus 1 into D is minus 5. This will go in 5 tables. Therefore, S10 will be equal to how much? 5 into 2 15s is what? 30. 30 plus 10 minus 1 is what? 9 into minus 5. That is equal to 5 into 30. 9 into minus 5 is minus 45. So that's equal to 5 into minus 15, which is equal to minus 75. So the correct option is what? Answer A, that is minus 75. So the 10th term is minus 75. Now next one in an AP, first term is 1. So the first term is 1 and the last term is 20. Sn is already given. The sum of all the term is how much? 399. We have to find out n. So Sn is equal to n upon 2. Since we know the first and the last term, so we will use this formula. So n upon 2 into first term plus last term. So that is equal to Sn, we already know how much it is. 399 is equal to n. We have to find out n upon 2 into first term is what? 1 and last term is what? 20. So 399 is equal to n upon 2 into 21. Bring all this number on this side. So what we'll get? 399 into 2 upon 21 is equal to n. It goes in 3's table, 3 7s are 133. It goes in 7's table, 19. Therefore n is equal to how much? 19 into 2, that is 38. So the correct option is what? B. So answer is B, that is 38. So then n is equal to how much? 38. Now sum number 7. In an AP, the first term is minus 5 and the last term is 45. So first term is equal to minus 5 and last term is equal to 45. We have to find the sum of all the numbers in the AP. If the sum of all the numbers in the AP is 120, so Sn is equal to 120, we have to find out n. N is equal to question mark, and we have to also find out the common difference. Now Sn is equal to n upon 2. Since we know the first and the last term, so we will take this formula, first term plus last term. So Sn we already know. Sn is equal to 120 is equal to n upon 2, and the first term is what? Minus 5, and the last term is what? 45. So 120 is equal to n upon 2. Minus 5 plus 45 is how much? 40. When you divide this, you get 20. Therefore 120 upon 20 is equal to n. 0 and 0 will get cancelled to 6. Therefore the value of n is equal to how much? 6. So we have got the first value, n is equal to 6. Now we will find out the common difference. Now Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Tn is equal to how much? The last term we know already. Tn is equal to 45. Tn is equal to 45, and n we had got equal to 6. So Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. That is 45 is equal to a is equal to how much? Minus 5. Minus 5 plus n we have got 6 minus 1 into d. Therefore 45 is equal to minus 5 plus 5d. Take this minus 5 on this side, you will get 45 plus 5 is equal to 5d. Therefore 5d is equal to 50. Therefore d is equal to 50 upon 5. So that's equal to 10. So therefore d is equal to 10. So what's the answer? There are 6 terms in this AP. There are 6 terms. So we had already got 6 terms in the first part. N is equal to 6. So there are 6 terms in this AP. And the common difference is, how much? 10. So this is our final answer. So there are total number of 6 terms in this AP, and the common difference is 10. Now sum of the first n natural number is 36. Then find the value of n. This is sum number 8. So natural numbers are what? 1, 2, 3. We don't know the last number. So 1, 2, 3 till n. And a is equal to what? 1 over here. D is what? 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1, that's equal to 1. And sum of the n natural number is how much? 36. So Sn is equal to 36, and n we have to find out. Now what's the formula? Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So Sn is equal to 36. 36 is equal to n we don't know into 2. 2 into 1, a is 1 plus n minus 1 into 1. So 36, bring this 2 on this side. 36 into 2 is equal to n into 2 1s are 2 plus n minus 1 into 1 is what? N minus 1 only, n minus 1. So 36 into 2 is how much? 72 is equal to n into 2 minus 1 is how much? 1 plus n. Now multiply this, therefore 72 is equal to n into 1 is n plus n into n is n square. Therefore take this on this side. First you write down n square, then plus n, and when 72 goes on this side it will become minus 72 is equal to 0. Now we have to do the breakup over here. So minus 72 is what? What are the two factors of 72? 9 and 8. Since this is negative, so one will be positive and one will be negative. Over here the middle term is positive, so the bigger number will be positive and the smaller number will be negative. Therefore n square, instead of plus n you will write what? Plus 9n 9n minus 8n minus 72 is equal to 0. Take n common over here, therefore n into n minus n plus 9, and over here minus 8 is common, minus 8 into n plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore what are the two factors? N minus 8 and n plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore n minus 8 is equal to 0 or n plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore n is equal to 8 or n is equal to minus 9. Now n cannot be negative. N cannot be negative. Therefore n is equal to 8. So what is the value of n? The value of n is what? The value of n is 8. Now the ninth sum, divide 207 in 3 parts such that all the parts are in AP and the product of the two smaller parts will be 4623. Now since they are divided into 3 parts and they are in AP, so let us take that as A minus D, A and A plus D. Now according to the first condition, when you add all this you should get 207. So according to first condition, A minus D plus A plus A plus D should be equal to 207. Minus D plus D will go away. Therefore, how many A's are there? 3 A's. So 3A is equal to 207. Therefore, A is equal to 207 upon 369. Therefore, A is equal to 69. Now, what is the second? According to the second condition, according to second condition, the product of the two smaller parts, that is, which is the two smaller parts? This is the two smaller parts, will be how much? 4623. Therefore, A minus D into A should be equal to 4623. Now we already know the value of A. A is equal to how much? 69 minus D is equal into 69 is equal to 4623. Therefore take the 69 below. So what you will get? 69 minus D is equal to 4623 divided by 69. It goes in 3's table. (1,541). If I divide 1,541 by 23, what I'll get? 138, 161, it goes in 7, stable 7, so it will go in 67. Therefore 69 minus D is equal to 67. 67. Now bring the 67 on this side, so you'll get 69 minus 67, and when D goes on that side, minus D, it will become plus D. Therefore D is equal to how much? 2. So we have got the value of D equal to 2 and that of A is equal to 69. So what are the three consecutive terms? That is A minus D is equal to how much? 69 minus 2, that's equal to 67, and A is equal to 69, and A plus D is equal to 69 plus 2, that is equal to 71. So the three parts which are in AP are, what are they? 67, 69 and 71. 67, 69 and 71. Now 10th sum of problem set 3, they have given there are 37 terms in an AP, and they have given the sum of the 3 terms. In the middle is 225. So what is the middle term? That is n plus 1 upon 2, that's equal to 37 plus 1 upon 2, that's equal to 38 upon 2, that's equal to 19th. So the middle term is 19. So the 3 terms in the middle are which one? 18th, 19th and 20th. Now since the sum of the 3 terms in the middle is T25, so T18 plus T19 plus T20 should be equal to 225. Therefore, now what is T18? A plus 18 minus 1D. What is T19? A plus 19 minus 1D. What is T20? A plus 20 minus 1D should be equal to 225. Now how many A's are there? First we will write this: A plus 17D plus A plus 18D plus A plus 19D is equal to 225. Now how many A's are there together? 3 A's are there. Therefore 3A plus, if you add 17D plus 18D plus 19D, you will get 54D, which is equal to 225. Let us take this as equation 1. Now they have given the sum of the last 3 terms. The sum of the last 3 terms is 429. 429. Therefore, the last 3 terms are what? 35, 36 and 37. Totally there are 37. So T35 plus T36 plus T37 should be equal to 429. So what is T35? A plus 35 minus 1D plus what is T36? A plus 36 minus 1D, and what is T37? A plus 37 minus 1D should be equal to 429. Therefore A plus 34D plus A plus 35D plus A plus 36D is equal to 429. Now totally how many A's are there together? There are 3A, and when you add 34D, 35D and 36D, you will get 105D, which is equal to 429. Let us take this as equation 2. Now subtract. If you see 1 and 2, 3A and 3A is there, so subtract. Both are having same sign, so subtract equation 1 from 2. So what is the equation 2? 3A plus 105D, 3A plus 105D is equal to 429. And equation 1 is 3A plus 54D is equal to 225. Since you are subtracting, signs will change. So what you will get? 3A and 3A will get eliminated. 54D, 105D minus 54D is equal to how much? 51D. 51D is equal to, subtract this, 204. Therefore D is equal to what? 204 divided by 51. When you divide this, you will get 4. So D is equal to how much? 4. Now substitute D equal to 4 in equation 1. Now what is your equation 1? That is this 3A plus 54D is equal to 225. Therefore 3A plus 54, D is how much? 4 is equal to 225. Therefore 3A 216 is equal to 225. Therefore 3A is equal to 225 minus 216. When you subtract this, you will get 3A is equal to 9. Therefore A is equal to 9 upon 3, which is equal to 3. So we have got the value of A and we have got the value of D. Now what is the first term? T1 is equal to A, that's equal to 3. What is the second term? So first term I'll write in with different colors so that you should be able to understand. So T1 is equal to A, that's equal to 3. T2 is equal to A plus D, that is equal to 3 plus 4, that's equal to 7. T3 is equal to what? A plus 2D, that's equal to 3 plus 2 into 4, that's equal to 3 plus 8, that is equal to 11. T4 is equal to what? A plus 3D, that's equal to 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4, that's equal to 3 plus 12, that's equal to 15. Similarly, you can find out the last term also, 37. T37 is what? A plus n minus 1 into D into 4. That is equal to 3 plus 37 minus 1 into 4. That is equal to, if you subtract 37 minus 1, you will get 36. 36 into 4 plus 3, you will get 147. So write the AP. So the answer is what? The AP is what is it? 3, 7, 11, 15. 3, 7, 11, 15 till 147. Now 11th sum of some problem set 3. They have given if the first term of an AP is A. So T1 is equal to A. And the second term is B. So T2 is equal to B. And the last term is C. So Tn is equal to C. Now what is D? D is equal to T2 minus T1. Therefore D is equal to how much? B minus A. What is your T2 over here? B. What is your T1 over here? A. So D is equal to B minus A, and we have to prove that sum of all the term is A plus C into B plus C minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A. So first, with the help of Tn, formula, we will find out the value of n. So first find out the value of n. So Tn is equal to what? A plus n minus 1 into d. What is Tn? C. So C is equal to A. First term is A only, plus n minus 1, and what is d? B minus A. So B minus A. Now bring this A on this side. So what you will get? C minus A is equal to n minus 1 into B minus A. Now bring this B minus A below C minus A. Therefore C minus A into B minus A is equal to n minus 1. Now bring minus 1 on this side. So what you will get? C minus A upon B minus A. Minus 1 when it comes on this side, it will become plus 1 is equal to n. Now equalize the denominator. So what you will get? C minus A, and B minus A you will multiply with 1. So B plus B minus A plus B minus A upon B minus A is equal to n. Now open the bracket. What you will get? N is equal to C minus A plus B minus A. C minus A plus B minus A upon B minus A upon B minus A. So that is equal to n is equal to what? C. There are two A. Minus A and minus A will become minus 2A upon B minus A. So now we have got the value of n. Now use the formula of Sn. Sn is equal to what? N upon 2. Since we know the first term and the last term, so we will use this formula. First term plus last term. So Sn is equal to n. We have got what? Now for convenience sake, before you put the value of n, for convenience sake I'll write this 2 separately, that is n into half. N into half. First term is what? A. Last term is what? C. That is equal. Now put the value of n. N is what? C plus B minus 2A upon B minus A into half into A plus C. Now multiply this 2 over here. So what you will get? A plus C into B plus C, write in alphabetical order, B plus C minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A, 2 into B minus A. That is what we had to prove. A plus C into B plus C minus 2A upon 2 into B minus A. Now sum number 12 of problem set 3. If sum of first P terms of an AP, that is SP, is equal to sum of the first Q terms, So SP is equal to SQ. We have to show that the sum of the first P plus Q term is 0. Now let A be the first term and let D be the common difference. So what will be SP? SP is equal to P upon 2 into 2A plus N is what? P minus 1 into D. And what is SQ? SQ will be equal to Q upon 2 into 2A plus Q minus 1 into D. Now let us take this. SP is equal to SQ. What is SP over here? We have got, therefore, P upon 2 into 2A plus P minus 1 into D is equal to Q upon 2, that is SQ. Q upon 2 into 2A plus Q minus 1 into D. Now bring this over here, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So what is left? Bring this whole thing on this side. So what we will get? P, only P is left, 2 is already cancelled. 2A plus P minus 1 into D. When this will come on this side, it will become minus Q into 2A plus q minus 1 into d, and that is equal to 0 because we have brought everything on this side. Now multiply this, so what you will get? P into 2a plus pd. P into d, pd, minus 1 into d is what? Minus d, minus q into 2a, over here also q into d is qd, minus 1 into d is d, equal to 0. Now multiply p throughout inside and with q throughout inside. तो p के साथ p लेके सबके साथ multiply करो और q लेके सबके साथ multiply करो. तो what you will get? p into 2a will be 2ap plus p into pd will be p square d minus p into d is what? pd. Now here it is minus q, so the signs will change. So minus q into 2a, this was plus, so it will become minus 2aq. This was plus, it will become minus. Q into qd will be what? Q square d, and minus into minus will become plus. Q into d, qd is equal to 0. Now take the common terms together, 2ap and 2 minus 2aq. Therefore 2ap minus 2aq, 2ap minus 2aq plus p square d minus q square d plus p square d minus q square d, and the remaining one minus pd plus qd, minus pd plus qd is equal to 0. Now take the common terms outside. So what is common in this? 2ap minus 2aq, what is common? 2a is common, 2a and 2a is common, so take 2a outside, and what will be left inside? P minus q. Over here d is common, so take d outside, so I took common from this, then common from this, that is d. What will be left inside? P square minus q square. P square minus q square minus what is common over here? Here also d is common, d. Since I have taken minus outside, so it will become p minus q equal to 0. Now break this up. So what you will get? 2a into p minus q plus d. Now this is a square minus b square identity formula you have to use. So this will become p plus q and p minus q minus d into p minus q is equal to 0. Now what is common in all this thing? In all this, what is common? P minus q is common. So take that outside common. So what you will get? Therefore p minus q, which is common, I have taken outside, and what is left? 2a plus d into p plus q minus d. Rest all the blue one I have taken common, so that is equal to 0. Now take this p minus q on the other side. So what you will get? 2a plus d. Now multiply this. dp plus dq minus d is equal to 0 upon p minus q. Now 0 upon anything will be what? 0. Therefore 2a plus, now what is common in all this 3? In all this 3, what is common? D is common. So we will write d into p plus q minus 1 is equal to 0 upon anything is what? 0. Keep this d on this side. Therefore 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d should be equal to 0. Now we have to prove that sum of the first p plus q. So what is s p plus q? So over here n is what? P plus q. So n, that is p plus q upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1. What is n over here? P plus q minus 1 into D, we have to find out this and show that this is equal to 0. Now what we have got, let this be 1. Now what we have got, 2a plus pq into p plus q minus 1 into d. 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d is what? Equal to 0. So this whole thing is 0. So that is equal to what? S p plus q is equal to p plus q upon 2 into 0. Why? Because this whole thing just now we had proved it is 0 from 1. Now anything into 0 will be what? 0. Therefore S p plus q is equal to 0. Now the 12th and the 13th sum is similar only. The way of solving the sum is similar. Only in 12th sum we had to prove of Sn type and this is of Tn type. So let A be the first term and D be the common difference. If m times the mth term is equal to n times the nth term, then show that Tm plus n is 0. So here mTm is equal to ntn. What is Tm over here? Tm is equal to the value of n is m. So Tm is equal to a plus m minus 1 into d. And what is Tn over here? Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore mTm means what? M into Tm we have got how much? A plus m minus 1 into d is equal to ntn, that is n into a plus n minus 1 into d. So here it is n is equal to m and here n is equal to n only. Now therefore bring this everything on this side. So what you'll get? M into a plus m minus 1 into d minus n into a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 0. Now multiply this. Therefore m into a plus m into d is what? md minus 1 into d is what? d minus n into a plus n into d is what? nd minus 1 into d is what? d is equal to 0. Now multiply this inside, m into everything inside and n into everything whatever is there inside. So m into a, am, plus m into md is m square d, minus m into d is md. Now here since it is minus sign, so the sign will change. The first one will become what? Minus an minus n into nd is how much? N square d, and this is minus, so it will become plus d into n dn, that is equal to 0. Now like the previous sum, take the like terms. Over here am and am take together. Therefore am minus an, then take m square minus n square d plus, like the previous sum only, same method it is, minus n square d minus md plus dn, minus md plus dn is equal to 0. Now break this up, take common. Therefore a is common over here. What is common in this? A into m minus n, plus over here d is common, d into m square minus n square, minus here also d is common since we have taken minus outside, so this will become m minus n is equal to 0. Now break this up, m square minus n square will become what? M plus n, m minus n. So therefore a into m minus n plus d into m plus n and m minus n and minus d m minus n is equal to 0. Now like the previous sum, take what is common in all of them. M minus n is common. m minus n, m minus n, m minus n. This is common. So take that common outside. Therefore, m minus n, we have taken it outside. What is left inside? A plus d, d plus d into m plus n and minus d is equal to 0. Now multiply this with d. Take this m minus n on this side. So what you will get? A plus, multiply this d with the inside terms. So plus dm plus dn minus d is equal to 0 upon m minus 1. Now 0 upon anything is what? 0. Therefore, A, now take d common in this. So in this, what is common? D is common. So d, what will be left inside? M plus n minus 1. That is equal to 0, because 0 upon anything is what? 0. So let this be 1. Now we have to find out m plus nth term. So t m plus n is equal to what? Over here n is equal to m plus n. So that is equal to a plus m plus n minus 1 into d. Now what is a plus m plus n minus 1 into d? A plus m plus n minus 1 into d is what? 0. So t m plus n is equal to 0 from 1.